excuses. We have all heard excuses a lot. If you're following QLA, you might have heard it from people you wanted to bring on the board. Well, I'm too busy, et cetera, et cetera. You may use them yourself. Well, I would have made more calls except for whatever. And I wanted to include here a video of a woman who is 100 plus years old in the state of Maine. And listen to this video and listen to when someone told her to stop. And listen to the lessons of why she does what she does. The fact that she's still working hard at 100 years. It's something she loves. This should be fun along the way when you do QLA. So we all have excuses, and I would encourage you to make a point of avoiding those excuses. If something goes bad, it goes bad. You don't have to explain, well, it went bad because blah, blah, blah. If the more you can throw away the excuses and just have a binary, either I got it done or I didn't get it done, and live by the creed of, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it and get it done, and you can count on that. You will be much more successful in attracting the right people, attracting board members, attracting financial institutions, professionals, and ultimately acquisition targets. So I would encourage you to take a look at this video. It's very short, it's about 5 minutes, but there's a lot of lessons from a 100-year-old person here.
Virginia Oliver has spent more than a century working on and living close by the water. It's what she knows best and where she feels most at home. When most of the world is still asleep.
Jesus, this morning I woke up and I thought, well, it ain't very late. No wonder it was only 1:15.
Virginia Oliver's feet hit the floor.
But I usually get up 20 minutes to 5. All went along.
Her sea legs may not be as sturdy as they once were, but she's more at ease on a rocking boat than possibly anywhere else.
I'm 101.
Virginia, or Ginny as her friends call her, has been lobstering the waters off Rockland on and off for the last 9 decades.
They call me the lobster lady.
She doesn't do it alone.
15 years Mac and I have been lobstering. See, my husband died 15 years ago.
Her 78-year-old son, Max,
Maxwell Eugene Oliver Jr.
drives his late father's boat.
I'm getting old too.
My husband always said, well, she's the boss. And I said, might as well be me as you.
Her husband put the boss's name on the vessel.
Well, that's what they wanted to name it, so I said, well, all right.
Max hauls the pots.
You can only have 800 per bowl, and I have 200, so Max can only have 600, but he don't have that many.
While Virginia bans the lobsters.
Me, that one goes.
Or loads fresh pogies in bait bags.
Oh yeah, she's healthier now. Oh, she's sharp that way. Yeah, nice. She's good all over.
Mother and son working in quiet harmony.
My father was a lobster dealer, and he had fish wares, sell sardines, the factories.
Lobstering has always been a family affair.
I always went lobstering with my brother.
When she was just 8, she started to fish.
I was born on Clarendon Street, and I lived on Clarendon Street. I still do. Not the same house. So all I've ever lived is in Rockland and on the island.
Salt water and sea air running through her veins.
I worked at Bonavata, that printing place in Rockland. I worked for 18 and a half years.
One day, her husband arrived from lobstering to find Virginia home early.
I had a yard full of clothes hanging out. He said, how come you got you washed? I thought you went to work. And I said, I did, but I just quit. I said, I'm all done. No more.
The sea was calling her back.
I said, I'm going to go with you. So I did.
During all her years on the ocean, she's only had one injury. It happened recently.
I was saving crabs to take home to my son-in-law, because he likes crab. Well, that crab bit at me, and I had to have 5 stitches. It would have bit the end right off and been a bone in my finger.
The doctor tried to admonish Virginia.
He said, well, what are you doing lobstering anyway? That's because I want to. I didn't care if he was a doctor or a boy.
Well, if she had anything to tell you, she would tell you. Oh, yeah. All business that way. Yeah, don't hesitate either.
At 101, Virginia lives in the same house where she raised her 4 children.
Well, Max stays with me at night, you know, and I get the meals. I make cake, and brownies, and donuts, and give it to the kids. I usually bake beans on Saturday, and they come for supper.
She drives her pickup truck to the grocery store almost every day and lobsters 3 times a week.
You just have to, you know, keep going. Otherwise, you wouldn't, you know, you'd be in a wheelchair or something. You wouldn't be able to move if you didn't.
Hard work. She's worked hard.
Her hard work and independence have given her a long and healthy life.
Yeah, she's a great mom.
Out on the coast of Maine.
That's her life. That's the way she loves it.
When do you think you're going to stop lobstering?
When I die,
Where everyone knows her
everybody's going to die sometime.
as the lobster lady.
Well, you know you're not going to live forever. So, you know, why let it bother you?